We have the Colorado Winds Association, and we're happy to have all of you here, city employees.
My name is Keith Boucher, and I work for OIT in support of the Department of Labor.
I'm Julie Kazminski with the Department of Human Services, Leadership Regional Center.
Roger Hessler from CDOT was supposed to be with us tonight, but unfortunately he's out plowing roads. And I'm Marie Burks, and I work at the Department of Revenue. To our knowledge, this is the first time in recent history that state employees have come before this committee as a unified voice, representing the perspective of state employees on Colorado's budget and fiscal health. The state is Colorado's #1 employer. We ask that you recognize that we are an engine of economic stimulus that must be kept running on all cylinders to work effectively. That's the reason why Governor Ritter established this partnership with us last year. Colorado's frontline employees, through our organization, Colorado Winds, are prepared to roll up our sleeves and help find ways to do our work better and find savings wherever we can. We work hard every day to solve problems for Colorado, and we're ready with the governor, our department heads, and the legislature to figure out how to provide reliable, accountable services in these tough economic times. As we know, during these tough times, Coloradoans will rely more on public services, not less, and we're prepared to be there to deliver these services.
As information technology improves, government will be expected to keep pace. This means that not only will we need to retain the staff that has the skills required to keep those older systems running, but we will also need to attract people with new skills for the future. This is true as well in other areas of the state. I am in my 40s, and I'm also the youngest person on my team. It's because we can't seem to attract and hold on to younger workers. My question is that if we can't bring any new people to be trained in these systems, who will replace us when we start to retire in the next 5 to 10 years? I feel that this is why the state must become and remain competitive as an employer. Attracting and retaining skilled workers in all areas is important to maintain the proficiency required to deliver what the citizens of Colorado deserve. For this reason, it is important that the salary survey be fully funded, that we move forward toward better health benefits, and that pay for performance be restructured to actually provide a meaningful incentive to become an employee in the state of Colorado.
It is hard at times to have to explain and reassure families that their loved ones are well cared for. But the truth is, we can't hold on to our employees. I can recall conversations with families who expressed their concern that many times they visited their family member, there was a new staff person working with them. At the Regional Center, we provide care for the most difficult to serve and the most vulnerable. Consistent, familiar, trained staff is paramount to providing the best care to people who depend on us. Sadly, there are always vacancies for direct care staff. There's a high rate of turnover as staff leave due to the nature of the work.
I totally understand your point. That was a former hip-hop employee, and I saw so many times the only way people in state government right now really get an increase is if they move positions. And we as a state government actually end up losing out on that because people transition between departments and we don't keep the expertise we have in departments because people are trying to be able to feed their family and do things they need to do, and the only way they do it is by switching jobs. And so I echo your sentiment that I think, when I worked for the feds, we had a grade step increase. And when I came to the state government, it was totally different. It was shocking. And we don't fund pay for performance, and it's not working. And we do need to, as a General Assembly and as a state, figure out how we can make sure we're compensating our state employees who do a terrific job for us in a way that's justified for what the great works that they do.